Still got no one back at X. Ball's being moved around. Tried for a skip pass, and it went nowhere. It got gobbled up there by number 19, but NC State gets it back. Hank Moss right on Cage, and he gets the goal in. Beautiful fake. It looks like he wasn't really planning to fake it, but he caught it at the last second. Moss is his first goal of the season. And you gotta give it to Nelly. Nelly was right on top of that first shot. I think that's why Moss luckily was able to keep it. That was not a planned fake, I think, by Moss. I've seen many planned fakes, and that was not one. Nelly played it great, but Moss was just quick enough to bring it down. Yeah, I think that's great for that NC State offense.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't planned.
Yeah, exactly. They had the opportunity with the man up, lost it, and then they responded instantly. Like they lost the ball, hopped right back on it, and were able to get that goal in transition with the UNC defense, UNC Charlotte defense kind of pushing up, opening up that back end for Moss to get into. And now look at this. We got McGowan winning the face-off, but he loses it.
Oh, release. That's impressive that the ball stayed there in the stick of number 19. And here we go. What I wouldn't want to see there is number 12. He could have gone over because he's an attackman, but there weren't enough middies over, so he could have gone over and just made sure that someone stayed back for him. That's what you would see if you're a little bit more experienced, just a little bit more communication there. Honestly, it means nothing now because NC State has the ball, but that's something that you can improve on, just slight. It's those slight little modifications because then you could have easily gotten that ball and then started an attack.
Absolutely.
That ball is being brought around. The wind's starting to pick up here. I'm having to hold on to my papers tight.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the mics aren't catching a bunch of the wind.
I sure hope not, and if it is, just imagine it's crowd noise.
Yeah,
because we do have a lot of crowd here. And ball's now, goalie's top left, now top center. Now cut, bad pass. Just gotta think that was an unforced turnover there. Trying to get it to Hank Moss, and ball just goes out the back. Now Charlotte with the clear, high pass, just a little too high. And now it's going to go the other way. Ooh, bounced off the body. Ball still on the ground. Still there. And NC State picks it up. Moving it down now, number 12, Evan Ryer. Ryer now looking for someone to get to. NC State's bench just scared the ball carrier, shouting that they had a man on, and he thought it was a defensive player, so he did a little shake there. But NC State going around X, ball's down, and I think it's going to go Charlotte ball, and it is.
NC State not able to capitalize on that possession there. Now UNCC going to break out that run and gun that you talked about.
It's number 48 now, moves it down. Ball's now at X, it's number 0. Now it's with number 10, Nick Ferns. Ferns now on that side. He's not at X right now. You might see him work to it and see that he can get something going because he is their offense from what I heard. Not just scoring, but he can facilitate. Good little move, going left. Ball's out high. It looks like it bounced off a player, and we're going to have a penalty flag. I didn't see what the call was, and I think it's going to be on NC State.
Yeah, it was on NC State. You could see from the frustration in Wagner just kind of throwing the ball over to the ref.
Yeah, Wagner thought he had the ball and could start their own counterattack, but no. That ref made sure that he got that flag out quick, and NC State is man down again. You see Parker Sadden in the middle now. He is the only midi on the field. Ball's at X now with Ferns. Ferns moves it around. It looks like they're in a string defense right now. So you're going to have, since the man's at X, never mind, because it doesn't matter anymore as they shift out. I was about to go into a lesson, but I don't get to anymore. It's too quick. If we have a little break, I can talk to you about the 14 string, Blake.
There you go.
But here you go. Wagner now. Good little move. Wagner now brings Ferns down. Wagner to send the old goalie connection.
There you go.
I always did that. It didn't always work, but I always drew a penalty. But I woke up sore, so I didn't know if it was worth it. Because it's like a quarterback. If you see a quarterback moving, you're going to go after him with all your might. You're going to make sure you give him a good wallop. I got walloped in practice from a friend. I went to pass it, and he just hit me right. So most players, they wear arm guards. And here we go with the attack. Had 48, didn't see him. Ferens is moving around. Ferens, you should have thought moved to 48. Now ball's with NC State. A high pass, and it's just going to go sail out. But I got back to my story real quick.
I want to hear about this.
So if you can see, most of the middies and attackmen, they wear arm guards to protect their elbows. Goalies, they don't. It hinders their mobility. So they don't really need them unless they come out of cage. I came out of cage, and this is in practice with my own teammates. And I go to just pass it on, I think we were just running a 6-on-6 full field scrimmage. And I go to pass it, and I get walloped like a baseball bat swing right to my elbow. And I had a welt about 6 inches come up on me.
Oh my God!
It was vicious. It was tough to move my elbow. He later apologized, but I didn't think it was necessary in practice. So now back to the game.
Oh yeah,
We have Brian Miller now bringing it around. Just thought we wanted to get that anecdote out there.
there you go. Got the glory days, right?
The glory days. Here you go, 48 with a nice little jump step. Didn't get anywhere. Didn't fool number 24, Sean Tobin. Tobin played great defense there. Now ball's out with Seth Bird. Bird now, great speed there by Bird, but great pickup there by number 33, Travis Hinshaw on the defense. Bird against Hinshaw. Hinshaw just annoying those hands, poking right at the bottom hands. Trying to get, you got the slide, didn't come quick enough, but the shot goes wide. Almost hit the ref.
Yeah.
The ref with a quick duck, and I don't know who's got ball. It's going to be Charlotte. But that was some good defense there by Hinshaw. The slide came just a tad late, but it was there quick enough to disrupt the shot.
There you go. That's all you really need. Just enough to, just the tiniest thing.
That's a goal there by number 15, Ben Lyon. And that was a just miscommunication by NC State. They had a slide, so they had the first slide with the hot slide, but you have to have the 2-man to be able to pick up where you just were, and you're going to rotate all over. NC State had no 2-man on that, so Lyon was right there, just on the doorstep knocking, and he put it in. And Blake, from Wagner's perspective, what do you want to do there, just to maybe make sure that you have your 2 slide there? How can NC State fix that?
I mean, I didn't hear too much communication in the back. I mean, granted, I am over here. I'm not right smack in the middle, but I feel like if you really need something to happen and it's not happening, you gotta scream it to make sure that what you want and what you see, your defense does, because your defense is counting on you to be that captain of the defense and just kind of be more assertive.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you what you said there. And that's number 34 there for Charlotte, who, long stick, he tried to do a swim move with one hand and he just ended up throwing it back behind the line. But Charlotte still picks it up. But that was an interesting choice of moves there. Ball's high. Great one-handed snag there. I believe that was Ferens with it. Ferens now works to X. Drop stick. Ferens has a wide open attempt. Doesn't see it. Now look for the skip pass to number 20. Gets chipped down. Number 17 did not see the ball in front of him for Charlotte. And whistle, whistle, whistle. And let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be NC State ball. But you got to think, Ferens has got to do a little better seeing his players and getting that pass there quicker.
Yeah, he's really good at, creating his own shot, but it looks like he's not too great at helping create shots for other people. It appears.
That's right. And here we go, number 2 for Charlotte. As the wind picks up here, probably can hear it in our mics right now. So we apologize. But it is coming in fast. Ball's now up with number 15, Ben Lyon. Lyon with a goal in the day. And we're going to have our first timeout called by Charlotte. And Blake, what do you think Charlotte's going to talk about in this timeout?
Well, they were able to equalize, so that's the important thing. Now, what they're going to be talking about in this timeout, it could range anywhere from, maybe capitalizing on defense, just because NC State has, they responded twice already, and you want to make sure they don't do it again. But, just calm down, collect yourselves, play your game. They haven't had too many of the kind of quick transitional scores. So now if you see maybe what I'm thinking is they'll want to try and score quick here just to, play their style and just get the ball in the net super quick. Obviously, you want to get a good shot off, but I feel like they're going to be moving quick inside just to try and create that shot sooner rather than later.
Completely agree. You always want to just get on the board, but the quicker you can do it, especially coming out of a timeout, when the defense thinks you might take it slow, the better for an offense. You want to strike fast. And then in the NC State huddle, what do you think's going on over there?
Well, they haven't had too many offensive opportunities in the past few minutes. You got to think the defense this is almost a pretty timely timeout for the NC State defense. They've been running around quite a bit these last few minutes. It might be good just to have a little breather, set up to respond to whatever UNC shot is going to throw at them, and then, maybe get some sort of offensive encouragement, just like, hey guys, like we've been up in this game already, we've answered their goals previously, let's just do it again. Obviously they haven't had too much offensive success in the past few minutes, but all they need is one more, and then they can keep on having the goals rolling in.
And here we go. We come out. The score is now 2-2 in the second quarter with 6:49 remaining to play in this first half. As Charlotte saunters back on the field, you got the ref talking to number 15 for Charlotte. And here we go. Watch out for maybe a little hidden ball action for the Charlotte team, because you got 15 and 48 hanging out, and I was completely wrong on that. Nothing. They set up like it may have happened, but I'll be the first to tell you I was completely wrong. Ball was very visible on that pass. Now 11 scrapes across. He's got a good drive. He's got to kick it out to Ferens. Tries to dig it down low. Forced it in there. Almost had it. But now ball's going to go to NC State's favor.
See, and that's what I mentioned in the timeout. You wanted to see them create that shot quickly. They were able to do so. They just couldn't capitalize.
And NC State just had a miscommunication. Number 37 was running out. Had a call.
It's going to be offsides against UNC Charlotte, I believe.
I believe it was. Good call, Blake. Look at you. Maybe Blake was the one that played lacrosse.
Yeah, I played lacrosse in high school. I'm more of a soccer man, but hey, lacrosse is super intense. I really enjoy it.
It's basically soccer with sticks.
It's like soccer, hockey, like, I don't even know. I still struggle to understand.
A little highlight in there. A little highlight action.
There you go.
And that ball's now with number 24, Sean Tobin. Tobin looking for attack. He's got the LSM on him. Gets by him. Tobin, shot just a little wide. He went off stick middle. Good shot for Tobin. And you have to think Tobin might be, they didn't say it, but he might be sneaky fast, just lulling that defenseman in. Oh, good cut there by number 21, Christopher Schultz, your boy, and just couldn't come up with the pass. That was a great cut.
I knew he was going to get some playing time in there, just waiting for it to happen.
You got number 2, Kyle Baker now trying to bully his way against the other number 2. Great play there by NC State. Great little give and go. That was number 12 and number 26 with the goal. Number 25, is Connor Boyle with the goal, but you can't understate the assist from Evan Ryer. What do you think about that play?
That looks like Jake Wells, right? 26?
26, yeah. That was Jake Wells.
Excuse me, yeah. That's like what I mentioned. And that was a great offensive possession there. And like I mentioned, that's a second assist for Evan Ryer. He's really been quite the sight, especially in the fall season and now seemingly in this season as well. I mean, starting off with 2 assists really early in the first half of your first game as a freshman of eligibility, but sophomore, that's got to feel really nice.
That was a beautiful play there, and Jake Walls just great celebration, oozing charisma down there as the score is now 3-2 in favor of this PackLax team. Now face off, ball still on, you get the play on, and who's it going to go? It's going white. A lot of illegal face-offs here, not a lot of clean wins for either side.
Right.
You gotta
exactly.
try to play clean a little bit, but if you're gonna win, at least win by any means necessary.
There you go. If it has to be by a call, then so be it.
As long as it goes your way.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's number 3, Reef Ivy with it. And now down to Matherly. Matherly just setting it up. Matherly wearing bright blue pads. It really pops with the red.
You gotta wonder where's his loyalty lie, with State or with a school with the blue.
Absolutely, and here you go. Got a little track meet going. I believe that's number 50. Ezzy Bestman. That's a great last name.
Bestman. That was a wayward shot, though. That went flying into the moon, honestly. Sun, rather. It's not nighttime.
The moon's still out. You just can't see it, Blake.
It's on the other side of the world. That just goes to show how freaking far it went.
What a shot. It went into orbit. And here you go. NC State. That is Hinshaw just being a little of a pest there on number 15, Ben Lyon. That's a good matchup. Lyon and Hinshaw. That's going to be a nice little matchup to see. Hinshaw is a really aggressive defenseman. Lyon I believe he's already got on the board today. Wayward pass. They're going to try to play it off like a shot. And it's going to be a pass. That's definitely a pass, but you got to go. There's a nice little sell there by Lyon. Like, no, it's definitely a shot. Just went weird.
Might want to consider theater acting job like that. It was almost got him.
Almost, but refs were not fooled. Ball now with Wagner. Wagner now setting up as clear. You got Mitty back. You got number 3. You got Reef yelling, go, go, go. Reef's now clear to come. And now you got number 24, Sean Tobin with it. Tobin now looks for a shot. Looks off. Doesn't have anything. He's going to try to keep going around crease. Had an opportunity. Oh, good little sideways shot. He kind of looked like Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford sometimes will change his elbow and where he shoots. He looked like he wanted to go high and he just stayed low and kind of like hooked it in. Not really a Canadian type of shot, but an interesting shot. Moss now getting slapped. Oh, tough checks. And it looked like a nice little takedown. And he got the flag. And Moss, I think Moss just got accidentally hit by the ball as Nelly, the goalie, just tossed it up. Bonked him right in the shoes. But Moss now gets up as a wholesale change for the Niners, it looks like, making sure they get their man-down unit in. And right now they have only got 4 on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. And here comes the 5th.
Yeah, there you go.
I've played a man down one time with only 4 on the field, and it was very annoying. Because if you're going to be allowed a 5th, you want to play with the 5th. And here you go, NC State setting up. You want to see more of the same. Maybe score off a design play this time rather than a great hustle play, but I think any way they can get one now. Score is still 3-2. It's a very close game. NC State, remember, lost their game last year against Charlotte. Shot by Kyle Baker. Baker rips it from the sideline position, but as I was saying, NC State last year lost to this Charlotte team in Charlotte. It was their 3rd game in 24 hours, Demer said. Not great booking by him, he said, but
At least he understands and took the blame, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, Moss, quick hands, but great save there by Nelly. And here you go. We got number 2, Nathan Lewis now on the run. Nathan Lewis only 5'7". I think that's a little. I don't know about from here, but I think I might be taller than him. I think he might have done a little embellishing, but I can't blame him because I always list myself around 5'9", and I am not even. I'm a good 5'7". I'm a solid 5'7". But you'll never hear me say that. And there you go, goal. This game is just going back and forth, back and forth.
It really
That's
is.
Kenny J on the cut. There's Jay Kenny on the goal, and that was just beautiful play. Caught the defense sleeping, and that's gotta anger Adam Wagner there, knowing that wasn't really his fault. He He's doing all he could, but it's just that cut with the sleeping defense.
Especially considering, and now he can't control what the offense does, but the offense had that man-up opportunity and couldn't capitalize. You'd think perhaps if they capitalized on the offensive end, things could have spun out a little differently, and maybe that goal wouldn't have been scored. But nonetheless, you got to make do with what you have, and they've responded multiple times now. Who says they can't respond again?
Absolutely. The score is now 3-3 with 1:30 left to play in this half. Ball's now getting away. Charlotte now picks it up. They can't contain it. Now ball's going to go with NC State, and don't see what the call is, but it's going to go Charlotte's way.
A little bit of a stall in play right now.
And NC State's going to call a timeout with 1:22 left. 3-3. Both teams tied. A very equal game. And what do you think is going on in this huddle right now, Blake?
Well, we'll have to see. NC State, calling the timeout with a little under a minute and a half left. You gotta wonder they're either gonna be setting up their best opportunity for offense, as well as if their counterattack does end up happening on defense as well. And UNC Charlotte on the flip side can get a breather. They were able to respond. Now it's just a matter of can they get back up on top. They've only been in the lead once this game, and it was at the very beginning for a few minutes. Now, just a matter of, we've been in the lead already once. We can do it again. So we'll just have to see what both teams come out with here in this last a little over a minute in this first half. But nonetheless, though, I'm really excited for this game. It's not, blowouts. Depending on which side you're for, they're fun. But close games like this are fun for everyone. Nail biters, they really get the crowd into it. They get into it. It's just an overall just a great experience. And plus, first game of the season, it's a true test.
Absolutely, especially with this fan base that came out to support both sides. See both sides represented very well, and we really just a great turnout for this January game. Season started much earlier than it did last year, but you gotta think it's nice. You hear some fans clapping. Think they're getting some love to to a player on. And here you go. We got the double now, right on the entrance by the two attackmen. Just trying to make it pass early. Beats the double right where he wants to. Now 45 with it. He can go over. And that's a big boy coming in. He is 6'2", 245.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
He went to Cedar Ridge. I'm pretty sure I have played against him too. He is not an easy foe. Defenseman over there at Cedar Ridge, and ball's now up with number 12, Seth Bird. And they got under a minute now, 50 seconds played. Bird now looks on the attack. Beautiful cut. Great save there by Wagner. You got to think, Wagner had no help. There was no slide. They were in the open set. That was just a beautiful save. Big time save there by Wagner.
Just textbook keeping.
Absolutely. Wagner's now gotten into it. That was Ballsboro. Trying to get the pass. There you go. That's Cole Bullard now bringing it out. Big boy. High check. Didn't get it. Good cut there. Ball's low. And we got a flag. I believe it might be an offsides call. It definitely is. We're going to have an offside with 14 seconds left. This could be big going into the half. So you got to think whoever comes on the plus side of this play is going to have the momentum going in and coming out of the halftime.
Absolutely. It looks like, is that another timeout call?
I believe it is.
Yeah. So now NC State's going to get the ball correct with 14-7.
I believe it's Charlotte's ball.
Charlotte's ball.
Due to NC State going offside.
I thought you said Charlotte went offside. That's my bad. But nonetheless, 14 seconds and a team like this that really likes to come out of breaks or timeouts like this quickly, you got to wonder, in the past, after coming out of a break or a timeout, they haven't been able to capitalize. They have gotten chances, though, and all it takes is just one of those chances to go in for the whole momentum of this game to be changed. Now, Charlotte, they've shown us that when they come out of these breaks, they like to go fast. Obviously, with 14 seconds left, they're going to be forced to, so NC State's going to be expecting that more so this time. So we'll have to see how NC State defends this. It'll be interesting for sure, just to see how this play results.
Absolutely. As the teams come back in, Charlotte walks on, NC State jogs in. Wagner taking the lead, getting to his goal quick. You gotta make sure you know where this ball's coming from. And I know I said it earlier, but if you're to do, actually no, you can't do really much trickery now coming out from the bottom. But if you're to do trickery, it would definitely be going into half. But you gotta think NC State man down, 15 seconds, so you're gonna attack quick. You can't really see how this defense goes. Come up quick, high pass, that's gonna be good for NC State. Ball's going out. Try to be saved there by number 11, and now it's just going to be NC State's ball, going to just eat out the clock. And there you go. Great job by NC State. They didn't really do too much, but you didn't have to. With that high pass really benefits NC State. Now you go into halftime tied, but you didn't let up that goal.
Yeah.
Obviously you want to go in with a lead, but you don't want to go down at half with 15 seconds left. Making that stop is really big for this NC State team going into half.
They were pretty lucky that I guess Charlotte just kind of had maybe some miscommunication or something. It didn't turn out as they wanted. Obviously, it could have been worse. They could have, let up a huge play. Maybe you heard some of the fans maybe even saying send it in that last part. But nonetheless, tie ball game, 3-3 in the half. Gonna be looking forward to this next second half of play.
Like Blake said, this game is really getting good. First half just ended. Score is now 3-3, and we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to the second half as NC State now has the face-off won and ball's being brought down. And you got number 24. He's got a good run, but great defense there by number 34. Tries for a shot. Got a good one off. Goes sidearm there. That was number 24, Sean Tobin. The great sidearm shot, and NC State's going to get it now. And here you go. Ball's now up top of the field. Now Sean Tobin now moves it back to number 21, Scholes. And Scholes now with a good drive here. Too easy. Stick side high there for Nelly. You got to challenge him more. Ball's now being brought across by number 2, Nathan Lewis. Now ball with number 15. Good little pick. But we're going to have a moving pick. That was illegal. And Wagner, high ball. Beautiful. Scholes now with it. They have a little numbers here. If Scholes wants to try to go for something. But no, Charlotte now recovers very well. And ball's now up with Scholes. Scholes tries to feed middle. He had the man open. Didn't get it. Hank Moss, he had it. Ball slipped out of his stick as he went for the... Lewis now trying to get it. And no play on there. He had a little shrug from the referee. Ball's now back to the defensive side. You got middies back. Have two middies. You have too many back. Parker State. And that is a beautiful goal there. I believe that was number 26. Jake Walls on the goal there. And you had NC State score that one with four people back for the NC State side. And Walls just wound up with it. And that is Walls' second goal of the day. And Walls, I believe, has switched from LSM like he was last season. Now he is an attackman, and he's been showing on this. He'll show up in the stat book tomorrow for this NC State team.
That's for dang sure. Right along with him is Evan Ryer. And we do want to apologize. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties with the audio. We're working our best to kind of fix that. Obviously, we still wanted to, get you commentary for the game. So we're gonna keep commentating, and hopefully we'll be able to get this sorted out soon. But nonetheless, we still got at least our beautiful voices, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, all you want to hear is our voices. We know it's kind of heartbreaking if you can't hear Blake and I's voice. But here we go. We got beautiful lacrosse, at least, you can watch. Now, 13 minutes left in the third quarter. It's 4-3 in favor of this Wolfpack team, and NC State came out firing. They came out hot right now. And here we go. Sun's in our eyes again.
Yeah, making it difficult.
It is really difficult. It is not fun. At least you have your sunglasses.
Yeah, that's true. We should have played on upper method. We would have been all right.
Upper method would have been very nice. But here you go. You got number 50 doing a little dance there. Bestman gets ran by there by number 9. That was Andrew Davis on it. Beautiful pass and beautiful goal. Another goal. That is a hat trick for the old LSM, Jake Walls. And I like when Walls scores because he is celebrating very well. He's having fun out there. And that was a beautiful assist. I couldn't see who got it to him, but that was a beautiful play. Most of Walls' goals, 2 of his 3, came off some great plays, great feeds. So it's not just been him. He's very good at moving without the ball.
Absolutely. And something that, just has blown me away so far is just how quickly NC State came out of that break. They came out with a plan, and they have capitalized on that plan nonstop. It's quite surprising, honestly, and it's super encouraging for NC State for the rest of the game. I didn't think that there was going to be many more goals in this game, but it looks like I was completely wrong. Clearly, Demarest, had something to say to the kids.
Coach had a good game plan drawn up. There you go. Jacob Collins with a win, but it's gonna go NC State way. Parker Sen did not know which way he was supposed to go. He ran straight into a Charlotte player who I think was not ready for him. I think it was more a surprise hit. But you got a white hole. It's gonna go Charlotte ball. Charlotte with their first offensive possession of the half. But I wanted to say is NC State is 1 goal away from getting as many as they had last half. So if that is great in just 1 quarter of play. And here you go. Ball is now being moved around there by Jay Kenny. And you hear coaches saying, move it, move it, move it. Trying to get that ball moved around. And ball's picked up there by Charlotte. That's number 11. Overhand shot.
Ooh, right off the post.
Right off the post. Got a little stick there, did Wagner. And you hear the team calling, look up, look up.
Nice move by Benedict there.
That was a very good move. Ooh, just a little too far. Now there you go. Nathan Lewis now with it. Lewis gets it up. That is number 10. Farron's with it. Farron's beautiful pass to Lewis. Lewis, slow roller shot. Wasn't much of a save, but it's going to count in the stat book. So a little pat statter there. Stat patter. That's the little spoonerism for all of you at home, if you can hear me. And hopefully they just didn't turn the volume off completely on us. But we're still here if you are listening. And here you go. NC State now getting it set up. Just doing a little yellow here. Hear the fans still. Fans are still coming in a little bit.
Might have just went into their cars to get a break from the wind or something. I can't blame them in all honesty, but nonetheless, we're going to have to see how NC State can play this here. Possession, just, scoring 2 really quick ones. They got to see if they can just get another and just keep on pouring it on, and that'll just make it even more difficult for UNC Charlotte to get back into this game. A little bit of trip there. That's going to be an obvious
all
call.
3 refs throw their flags kind of at the same time, too. It was a little ref synchronization. And NC State's going to go back on the not on the power play, but on the man-up opportunity. So, Blake, what do you want to see again? NC State, I don't know if they've capitalized yet, but you want to see more out of this, especially when you have a man advantage.
Absolutely. And, it's interesting. You mentioned that, yeah, they haven't had a lot of success on man-up opportunities. They've had more success just, playing their game without an advantage, and we're just going to have to hopefully see if they can't take advantage of, this is like a gift. You gotta take it or leave it, and so far they've just kind of given it right back to Charlotte every single time.
Absolutely. You got Scholes now with it. I know you're very happy, Blake.
Schultz is the man.
Oh, what a move was that? I think it was. You can tell by the celebration. Jake Walls. Now he's looking to the fans. That's his 4th goal. That was a beautiful little move. Had a fake pass, cut back inside. There's nothing Nelly could really do about that one.
Absolutely, and there we have it. NC State finally capitalizing on one of their man-up opportunities. It's been a long time coming, but they've finally been able to do it. And who other than Jake Walls to put it back in the back of the net?
The score is now 6-3 in favor of NC State, but if you want to look at it differently, the score is also 4-3 in favor of Jake Walls. Jake Walls is right now beating Charlotte, but you got to think he's going to want to get some assists, get his teammates on the board, because he's having a fun time celebrating with anyone, but you got to think it's no fun if the homies can't get none.
Yeah, there you go, exactly. And plus it could help stat pad, and he could really separate himself from the rest of the conference in terms of, just the all-around playmaker.
Yeah, absolutely. Get those points up. And here you go.
Yeah, he could stat pad all he wants, but you still got to focus on winning the game, of course.
Absolutely, especially coming off of a tough season last year. Only 2 wins for the state team. Also losing to the Charlotte team last year. You want to get another win. You want to start off strong this season, especially at home, especially in front of. We don't sell tickets here, but if there are tickets, a sellout crowd. This is probably the biggest I've seen a crowd here in my 2 years of calling NC State lacrosse.
And you also got to keep in mind, obviously fans like wins. You keep winning, more people hear about you. There's going to be more people coming out.
Absolutely. And, beautiful pass too high. And that's going to be state ball. That was great hustle there by Wagner. Realizing ball goes by as a goalie. Your job is not done if the shot goes by you. You don't just stay there. You have to sprint out, stick up. And he did a great job there. And here you go. You have Ballsboro bringing it up. Good little floater pass. Number 37, Grant Sherrill. First time calling his name all game.
And now, he's going to go right back out.
More of a D-midi type. And now ball is now with Evan Ryer. Ryer moves it up. Up to number 9, Andrew Davis. Now moves it to number 3, Reef Ivy. Back to Davis now. Now ball is with number 11, Matherly. Matherly with the blue pads again, especially with the red sleeves. The big pop. And here, just brought beautiful look. Didn't get it, got tipped. That was a great look to get it. Try to feed it to Moss there. That was a great play by Matherly. Great vision there on the field. Moss now brings it up. Moss has been relatively quiet since his first goal. Got to think he wants to get back on the board. And now ball is back with Davis. Now with Ivy. Ivy looks at Matherly, tells him to clear out. It's his turn to go. Good little defense by the midi there. Has a cutter, doesn't. Late pass there to Ryer, but ball is picked up. You hear the NC State huddle shouting stuff from the bench. I think they need to get a shot off for the shot clock. And no call there. No call there. They were very close on that shot clock. As you could hear that siren go off about 2 seconds after it went to the net of Nelly. Good sidearm pass there to number 45. Ooh. Good snag there.
Looked like
no way he was going to pull that there, but great snag by Ferens.
He's had a few catches like that so far.
And great defense there by number 19. Good save. Got to play on. That means that they're in the crease. Definitely in the crease there. No. No question about it. At number 0, Jay Kenny just dived straight in the crease. And if you're new to lacrosse, you're not allowed to be on inside the crease unless you are the goalie or his teammate. He's allowed to place the ball in there, but the offense is not allowed to be in there. Some great defense there by Ferens. Try that. Got to remember, you got 20 seconds to get it across. So NC State, don't know how much time they've killed, but they get it across. That's Ballsboro again. There you go. Ball's up. There's Ferens. Looks for the pass. Doesn't have it.
A little bit of a trip.
A little bit of a trip. He couldn't really get it out of his stick for a shot. He's just gonna bring it across. Then you're gonna settle it down. Ferens had it. He's got his hand on his hip. You gotta think he's tired there, or he just got slapped really hard in the hip, which definitely hurts. That is metal going straight onto your bone. It's not comfortable. Good check there by number 11. Flag comes out. I don't know if I agree with that call completely, but that was a beautiful check. I think Madeline might have got him on the second check, but that first check looked relatively clean. I couldn't see his hands. Maybe he got a cross check call, but now it's going to be Charlotte trying to get something going. Charlotte hasn't been on the offensive much in this quarter.
Absolutely.
So you want to see more out of this Charlotte offense, Blake.
Right, and being down by 3 now, so the scoreline of 6-3, you want to take an opportunity like this to get yourself back in the game. I mean, we saw how quickly State scored 3 goals. I'm sure Charlotte is capable of doing just the same, but you know, starting out with a man-up advantage like this is only going to help, as it looks like it
does not help. You were wrong, Blake. Now ball's going. It's number 19, David Pryor on it, moves it up. That's number 12, Evan Ryer, and whistles. We're going to have a white timeout, which not a bad move there by Demers, but also, if you look at it from a different angle, I believe they're still man down, so it gives Charlotte a chance to set up a double team to try to get that ball back, because they want to start playing more aggressive. And that's what you want to normally do if you're playing man-up defense rather than man-up offense. If you're man-up on defense, you want to double team that ball. And it's tough to do it when you're not set, but now you can set up in that double team from the start. Before that ref blows the whistle, you'll have 2 men guarding that ball. So you gotta think Demers gonna be ready. He's gonna drop a play for that to be wary of that.
Absolutely, and that's just one of the things that has really impressed me with NC State so far is how quickly they have scored. Just like these goals that it doesn't really look like it matters if they're man up or man down. They've just been able to find the open man so well. Coach Demarest has been clearly gave him a good talking to at halftime. They were able to score 3 right off the bat. But as you said, you know, a timeout around this time, it kind of gives everybody a breather. Charlotte will definitely be ready for whatever NC State has to throw at them. And hopefully NC State can just keep possession and kill this man-up opportunity, or excuse me, man-down opportunity, man-up for Charlotte.
And 5:06 on the clock, score 6-3 in favor of the Wolfpack right now. So you have teams saunter back on. No, that was Evan Ryer that just walked right through the refs. I don't know what they're talking about, but Ryer just interrupted their conversation a little bit. You got number 24, Tobin in for NC State. Ryer, I believe you still have the same attack. No, you got more speedsters. You got Scholes in. No Moss. No Moss is in right now.
You might think that NC State just wants to hold on to possession, not necessarily score. They don't have to score, but just kind of hang on to the ball for a while to be able to get that man back in.
Absolutely. You have best man playing just safety in the middle, waiting for that man to release.
that name is great.
It is a very good name. It's easy to remember. And NC State is now even. Best man finds him, picks him up, and now NC State's probably got their play ready. You got 2 plays. You got one in case they double, then your other. So hey, this is what we're gonna go into. A beautiful little move there. I believe that was Scholes. Scholes with the quick pass down. Oh, good body save there by Nelly. That was number 24, Tobin on the shot. Took a lick, and I like the aggressiveness there by Tobin, knowing if you take it in the teeth of the defense, you're going to get hit. But he was ready for it, took his shot, and then took his lick. Didn't get the goal, but he was quick enough to get that shot off.
And if he keeps poking at the defense like that, it's only going to help, establish himself as, the more dominant player, and the defense might get intimidated by it even the slightest.
Beautiful pass by Scholes to Moss, but Moss is not able to hang on. And you could see the dejectedness in Moss right after he felt it come out the back of his stick. He kind of just stood there, put his head up to the sky, looking at the beautiful blue skies, by the way.
He knew it was a good pass, and he just couldn't capitalize.
Absolutely. Best man now. Quick, getting harassed there. Great play by Benedict to get the ball back. Ball's back down. Ball's up. That is number 19, Pryor. Pryor with the run. Pryor moves it now to number 26, Jake Wall. .3:30 to play in this third quarter. Ball's now up. You got a full head of steam. Oh. Shot, beautiful save there by Nelly. Getting low. Ball's now down. Believe that is number 11, Matherly now.
Uh-oh.
Good attack. Beautiful hit there, but great saves by Nelly. Nelly is just taking everything that NC State's dishing out at him. I think if I was Schultz there, I wouldn't have pulled it back out. I would have gone right back with the counterattack. You had UNC Charlotte reeling there.
Yeah, they got a bunch of good opportunities. They just weren't able to capitalize on any of them. And like you said, it might have been, maybe it's decent to kind of calm everybody down, establish your shot, but
ball slips out the back of number 2, Kyle Baker's stick, and now Nelly with the quick pass down to his teammate down the side, looking around. Doesn't seem much going on here. Now cross field. Ooh, just a little high, but good thing you got a 6-foot pole. Beautiful play there by Schultz. Now you're going to have numbers here. You want to run it. You want to look off. Now you got no one coming at you. You're going to take that shot. One-on-one with the goalie. Great save there by Nelly. That's a you versus me mentality by Nelly. He knew it was coming. He didn't have enough hustle out of his defense to get back there, but great save by Nelly. Those are some of my favorites. I love the good you versus me because I knew as a goalie, it's just a me versus you mentality, like I've been saying, and he got flagged down, but it's just big confidence booster back there for Nelly. He's making great saves, really close, but making that save on a far shot like that against a really good shooter in Scholes, that means a lot. And now we're going to have man down for this Wolfpack team.
Not again. Uh-oh. So far, I believe NC State and Charlotte have both capitalized on one man-down opportunity. It would really help Charlotte to execute on this one for sure, being down 6-3 with only a little under 2 minutes left to play.
Ball's now with Ferens, getting harassed down there, getting slapped at. Good cross-field pass to number 11. Ooh! That was Brian Miller, and if you could see it, Wagner was ready for it. I think he guessed a little too low. Ball hit off his hand and popped back in the goal, which really sucks as a goalie because you feel the pain of the ball hitting you, then you also feel the pain of it going in the back of the net.
It's like a double whammy.
It is like a double whammy. Now the score is 6-4 with a minute 30 to play in this third quarter. That's Charlotte's first goal. And NC State's really slowed down, starting off really strong, matching their first half total, but hasn't got much going on since. Had a lot of opportunities, but didn't get any to fall. Haven't gotten any to fall. And you gotta think Charlotte just knows they can do it, especially on that man up.
Yep.
Now they just want to bring it back out. And it's gonna be big face off there, won by Collins. Got slapped in the head, and the flag is down. I believe that was a slap in the head on State.
Yeah, but why'd they stop the play?
So I think the ref might have thought it was on Charlotte, but it was definitely a state player that slapped him in the head. He was just turning around. He wasn't even playing ball or anything. He was just turning. He had a stick out too long. And that's it. And you got teams huddling up now.
While the refs are kind of trying to decide what
the move is. Zebra meeting in the middle. And let's see what the call is. Let's see which way they point for the ball. He's just doing a lot of pointing right now.
Yeah, it looks like he made 2 gestures. One towards UNC Charlotte and one towards State. It's like a double foul. Yeah, now the official going to talk with the UNC Charlotte coaching staff. A little bit of confusion as to what's going on. It looks like the ref's kind of frustrated. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess the other official is going to state what the deal is for State.
Yeah, we got a lot of talking going on, trying to figure out what's going on. And got players now. We got 1 ref back. And you got 2 still talking. And it is going to be Charlotte ball, starting at midfield. Which is really disappointing if you're Charlotte, because they had a good opportunity. They would have had an extra play. But now they have nothing. Now ball's up. Number 11, Ben Miller. Now moved down. There's Farron. Farron looking for pass. Up to Miller. Miller moves it around. 48 with it. Oh, wow. No flag down. Great poke check. I don't know if he got him anywhere prior. Quick pass. Got Walls back. Walls now running. You hear the wheels call. Wheels call. That just means run.
Use that
fancy.
Speed.
Yeah, that's fancy for run. Here you go. Part of Staden now. Moving around. Got number 12, Seth Bird, getting poked at. 46 seconds now on the clock. 6-4 in favor of this Wolfpack team. Now ball with Staden. NC State still is man down, so they're running around 5 men versus 6. And you got number 16.
Service, I believe.
Service with it. First time calling his name. Staden now. Running around 30 seconds now. Staden waiting for the release. Back to Service. Getting ready, and here we go. Even now, 20 seconds. Want to see NC State get it. Don't know who that number is. Can't really see it well. Service now with it. You got to attack now. 13 seconds. Ball's back. Number 12 moves it around. Ball's up now. Number 27 trying to get it there. Shot right into the mid. Right into Nelly, but had to get a shot off.
Yeah.
Better just a bad shot than no shot right there with 3 seconds left. NC State kills another penalty. And Blake, I think that's the story of this game right now. Charlotte not being able to capitalize on those man-ups minus that one we saw earlier with that goal by Miller.
Yeah, and that's the thing is NC State's had so many flags called on them that Charlotte has had their fair share of man-up situations that they just haven't been able to capitalize on. And obviously, you know, you're not expected to have a 100% success rate on man-up opportunities. That's just asking way too much. But you'd expect them to at least capitalize on more often than not. They haven't been able to do so. They're no longer able to. Well, they haven't been able to score since the beginning of the third quarter, and they just need to be able to capitalize. And do want to apologize. We are experiencing some technical difficulties right now. Gotta love that technology and all that software that comes together to create this broadcast. But we are doing the best we can.
I hope
to
that you can
resolve
still
it.
hear our lovely voices.
Yeah. Hey, if anything, so far we've had most success with the audio. So if anything, we'll just turn this into a radio broadcast on YouTube or something. But we'll be sure to let you know what's going on out on the field. Sam's a great play-by-play.
And Blake is a
commentator.
great color commentator to my left. Always love calling games with Blake. And make sure to tune in to every lacrosse game for the men's team this season at home. I will be doing play-by-play, and Blake will be alongside me as well doing color commentary. We'll be out here for every home game, bringing you into the pack, making sure that we cover this lacrosse team as they look for their first win of the season. Fourth quarter just started, and another misplay on the face-off, and it's going to go State's favor. 6-4 State's team. Now here you go.
That's one of the more interesting things is that even though State has had its fair share of flags, UNC Charlotte has had its fair share of penalties on the face-off. So you could kind of say they kind of cancel each other out because they're both giving the other plenty of opportunities to attack.
All right, here we go. A little sidearm shot there from Tobin. Tobin couldn't get it to fall, but NC State will get the ball. And like you were saying, I would love to see the penalty minute numbers and just the penalties for both teams, because not always do penalties like those on faceoffs result in minutes.
Right.
But I'd love to see the penalty minutes for both teams.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we don't have a stat keeper here to keep track of that. We're not that advanced, but
We're having technical difficulties. You think we have stats?
Yeah.
And here we go. Moves it up. Oh, you hear the groan. And
gosh.
down he goes. You hear the groans from the fans, too. Everyone hates that. Oh, and I think that might have been, that should have probably been another one right to the head. And they
Good
throw it now.
grief.
The game is getting very chippy now.
Flag.
I think that's going to be 2 penalties.
That looked like 3. I thought I saw 3
And
flags. Maybe not.
I think that was Walls that got hit by both of them. Walls just took the worst of that possession. Walls has 4 goals on the game, but I think he might want to forget that part of it. That was a rough go for him. I think some of his teammates are laughing at him right now,
You gotta
which I think is rude.
You gotta think UNC Charlotte's game plan: take out Walls. Like honestly,
Blake, can you run us through what happened for that second flag to get called? Because I was watching the ball. What happened at the bottom there? Did you see it?
That's the thing. It's like, so there was the initial, like, he got hit in the
groin
spot, yeah, and so then I think it was Chris Schultz got hit in the head, and then later, when Walls was off to the left side of the cage, he got hit again. I looked like it was an illegal hit. I'm pretty sure I saw a flag get unveiled there, but he got hit so hard he ended up doing like a low key, like a backflip almost, just and stumbled onto the ground.
And yeah, NC State is now, they're 2 men up against, so it's 6-on-4 right now for NC State. Probably see Charlotte in a box formation. This is going to be very, very interesting. You got 4 long sticks in. Got number 2, Kyle Baker, not taking it. And you don't want to risk a bad shot right now. You want to just don't.
Like that.
See, that I just don't think that was the best opportunity for NC State right there. You have 6-on-4, and you take a shot about not even 10 seconds in. And great play there by Moss. That was all Nelly could do. Nelly saw it coming. He had to try to get there. There's no help back there. There's no help back there for Nelly. So Nelly made a great idea to try to get that ball, but Moss caught it, put it in the back. That's his second goal now. And NC State takes a 7-4 lead with 13 minutes and 20 seconds left. And Blake, like we talked about earlier, that was another man up that didn't go as planned for NC State, but they're getting the lucky bounces, unlike last season.
It's crazy. And that's the thing. It's like NC State, they needed a 2-man-up possession in order to score off a man-up, but they were able to do it nonetheless. And, I mean, just having that weird plethora of people in the middle, just leaving Hank Moss wide open. I think that's the second goal he scored that's like that.
It was the second goal. He's just camping on the crease.
That's what I'd be
It's
wanting
going
to
to go favor of
do.
Charlotte.
That's different than how the rest of these have played out.
There you go. Charlotte now 13 minutes to get 3 goals. If NC State does not score, great little trail check there. Now Staden on the defense. Ball's now up with number 48.
Now help me understand something. In a conference game in sport I'm more familiar with, soccer, games will end in a tie. How will a lacrosse game end if this does by chance end in a tie?
Ooh, and
see,
with that goal, that might get closer to reality. Now it's 7-5. That was a beautiful snipe. I think that was Miller on that goal. I couldn't really tell. Did you see who it was?
It looked like...
I think it was Miller.
Yeah,
Miller's celebrating like it was him, so I'm going to give it to Miller. Correct us if I am wrong. I believe that was number 11, Ben Miller, the goal. But to answer your question, Blake,
yes,
the game will go into overtime, and I don't know the clock rules, but it is a golden goal, sudden death. First goal will win.
That's entertaining, at least. Golden goal is always fun.
I love a good golden goal.
Oh yeah,
love a good golden goal.
Makes everything much more intense than a typical overtime. And there's the face off now.
Face. Good little scoop out. Staden now. Good play by Staden, knowing he probably wasn't going to get there, but to just get in front of Lewis so he couldn't get a clear path. Open in the middle. Cut low. Didn't really get it. Tried to force it. I don't know if that was the smart pass there, but ball clinks off, and now it's going to go NC State's way. Wagner now moving it up. Now it's going to be with number 3, Ivy. And now just State's settling it down. And with the 2-goal lead, 12 minutes, this is where a Charlotte team is dangerous because they are a run-gun team. They're not much of a... They don't really care about setting up their offense. They're going to take theirs when they can. So this playing from behind isn't going to be too difficult for them. Obviously, you never want to play from behind because that means you're losing. But, wow. And they're going to need more. That was number 11, Matherly, with a beautiful goal. There's just a running snipe. And Nelly, that was uncharacteristic of him today. He didn't get his stick low enough. It just stuck in low. He got a little of his head on there, but it didn't hit the net because he didn't really treat it like, on that type of shot, you want to act like you're shoveling coal. You want to get down there and keep it there, and it's going to stick in there. So you're like shoveling coal like if you're a train conductor, getting that train going.
Oh my
So you stick it down there. Didn't look like he got it all the way down there. And I hope that gave you a very vivid image there of what you're supposed to do in that goal situation.
Absolutely.
Now it's 8-5. And Blake, I feel like I'll show you some clips later, but that was a spot-on representation of what you're supposed to do on stick side low.
I want to see your high school. Do you have any high school
I don't know
footage?
if I have high school tape, but I have high school stats. It's top 10 in the state in almost every category.
Nice. Pretty
Absolutely.
impressive.
I think my highlight was yelling at a PA announcer for keep calling me the wrong name.
Nice.
And it was a game that I got really fed up about because I wanted the credit. But now back to the game at hand and stop reliving my glory days, Blake. I peaked in high school.
Oh my God.
Here we go, ball's going around. I can say that because this audio might not be picked up.
You never know.
Well, and Wagner with the snag there, keeping it from going over. Now Wagner's now seeing where it goes. And now the LSM, you hear middle. Wagner now back to the defenseman. Ooh. And failure to advance is going to go Charlotte ball. That's the first time we've seen that this game. 10-10 on the clock. 3-goal lead for this state team, 8-5. Now ball's being moved around. That's Miller with it. Great defense. Got the double on now. Now it's going to be Hinshaw on the defense.
Oh, great defense there.
That's what you like to call a yard sale. You hear the whole team shouting and hollering. What we got? Ball was loose. Has a hold, and it's going to be white ball. Ball's up. Beautiful pass. Lost in the sunlight. Picked up there by Baker. Baker now. Baker, yeah, I think be aggressive now.
Absolutely.
Good look, though. I would like to see him just fake that pass and take that shot, though, because that was going to be a tough angle for the cutter. Now it's good. Good look. Great ball movement. What a save there by Wagner, taking it off the chest. And here he goes. Going to go into state. Wait. He's getting harassed there. And it's going to... There you go. Think he might have got away with a little bit offsides, but you got number 45, Cole Bullard now with it. Bullard, you gotta get rid of that, and just a far pass. And it stays in, dances the line. A little walk the dog there. Now you got Miller now. Everyone's trying to get back. You got Bullard taking his time getting back. You gotta think he's gassed. And here you go. Good little crossfield pass. And good little shake, goes inside.
Oh, wow, he's able to find the back of the net.
Oh, Wagner upset with himself after that one. Ball slips through. Wagner knew. Just went 5-hole on him. Got to stick it down there, close the legs, make sure it doesn't go through. But it does, slips through. Now it's 8-6 with 8:28 to play. Blake, what did you see on that from this Charlotte team?
Well, just a lot of determination, just because, you know, we had, I believe it was, Bullard, like you mentioned, he had quite the hustle play. 2 plays in a row, just literally running the length of the field. And just seeing that grit and determination, it was kind of across the board more or less, and kind of infectious, if you will. And all the players were able to get in on that, and then just a great all-around possession there. Even though they did kind of lose possession in the middle of it, and now Charlotte with another win off the face-off.
This is a big win here. Got the pass out quick enough. Brings it down. I'm impressed that ball got out that quick. Now it's back to the middle. There is no over and back this year, though, with the new shot clock rule. So if that ball would have got back, Charlotte still would have had an opportunity to bring that back and get it back in the offense. Now ball's now at X with Jay Kenny. Good cut, but ball got picked off there by Wagner. Wagner playing smart. The ball is back at X. Keep your stick up so you can play defense there and swat it down. Here you go. Ball's on the ground. And then number 19, Pryor now. Pryor on the run. Got slapped across the body. Risky pass. Try to get it to Moss. They got a good nug there by the defensive team. Nelly almost lost it there. It looked like beautiful pass there. Number 20, Connor Hudson. Hudson now brings it down to number 15, Ben Lyon. Lyon now moves it. Ball's over with Ferentz. And you got to think, if Charlotte wants to start going at it, Ferentz is going to be the one they're going to try to feed.
Oh,
I thought Wagner had it. Ben Lyon now brings it within 1. It is 8-7. You hear the Charlotte side clapping up. There, 2 on the right, and we got the state side, 2 on the left. There might be a little distinction in the ranks sprinkled in, but I think we have battle lines drawn to our sides. And here you go. This is a 1-goal game, 7:06. As you guys feel the momentum shifting more to our right now.
Absolutely. We just as you mentioned, Charlotte is that very heavily counterattacking team, and we've seen that out of their last 2 or 3 goals where they just get down the field quick, run and gun, and it's been beautiful.
This is a huge face-off here for State because you got to think McOwen, he likes to scoop it out between his legs and bring it back. So that would be risky, maybe giving them the chance to get a free opportunity at the goal. Doesn't matter. Jacob Collins wins the face-off. Here we go. Possibility to bring it within even here. Collins now tries to get the shot. It looks like he's going to shoot it, but he got choked up there by a defensive trail check. Double, and what do we got? Timeout, Green. Great timeout call there by Coach Dan Ryan. And Blake, you're Coach Ryan right now. What are you telling your team in that Charlotte huddle?
Honestly, you're just telling them to keep doing what they're doing. They have really gotten back into this game, playing their style, and that's something that we didn't really see a lot of in the first half. They only had 3 goals. They were all pretty good at the beginning, but the thing is that we've seen them kind of ease into their more play style. They run quick. They get down the field quick. They don't take a lot of time off the shot clock at all before they get their shot off. And he's probably just telling them, like, look, we're right back in this. Just need 2 more goals. And he's probably talking to the defense too. Like, you see how we're able to flow from the defense to the offense. You guys are doing great as well. So now it's just a matter of this possession is going to be a huge one, just because, if they capitalize on this, we're back at a 0-0 game with only 6 minutes left. And, being down 1 with a little under 7, anything can happen. NC State is definitely taking this timeout very seriously as well. They've got the lead, but they need to hang on to it.
Absolutely. Breaking the huddles, Charlotte sounds much more energetic. They sound thrilled to get back out on that field. NC State, they kind of just walk back on. Business is normal, but you got to think they need to show a little bit more fire right now. A little under 7 minutes, 6:46 to be exact. 8 to 7 Ferris State, and you want to see a little bit more fire coming out of the State team because Charlotte's gonna bring it right now.
Absolutely, they're really gonna bring it in.
And here you go, ball's now on X. It's even. Here's number 11 now. That's Miller. Miller's now quarterbacking. He says, clear out. He's going to go one-on-one. You have a great matchup here for Miller, being played by a short stick midi and Grant Sherrill. And now he goes back. High pass. Another one of those high grabs there by Ferens. Now Ferens moves it along. 6:15 now on the clock. You got number 48. Swiderski now. I think that's how you pronounce it. Good drive. Had a kick. Didn't go where he wanted to. Nope.
Pick it up, Nate.
Good play.
Ooh.
That was a good acting, but we're gonna have a hold. It's definitely a flop, but it's definitely a legal push there by NC State, but it's a very obvious flop. I thought the ref was going to let that one go due to the poor acting.
Maybe he needs to go into theater as well.
He really needs to go brush up on his skills. He had one foot on the ground, back leg goes down, then he does both to jump up. Almost hit a backflip there. But now it's going to be Charlotte ball. Can't complain too much longer. 6 minutes, great switch there. They got Ferens now coming around. 5 minutes, 40 going on the clock now. Ferens trying to quarterback it from X. Hasn't got much going.
Ooh.
High pass.
Chase it out. Chase it out.
You're going to have an off-ball push, but it gets scooped up there. That ball hits the ground. A little fake there by Lions. Lions just hangs out on the ground looking for a call. I didn't see anything that should have been called. There's definitely a hold there. Hitting the back. You're going to have a play on. Doesn't matter. You hear coach saying go to it. Fans are really getting into it now. Beautiful save there by Nelly. Moss now right. Walls moves it. Beautiful play. Beautiful play there. Left side erupts and cheers. There you go. Yeah, Jake Wallace celebrating with the Wolfpack sign. Beautiful goal, though, by Evan Ryer. That's exactly what we want to do. Moss, though, unsung hero. He's hanging out where he normally is. He was able to get that pass out right to Walls, right in time. And plays now starting to get really aggressive. 9-7. 4:59 on the clock, Blake. That's a big goal for the state team.
Absolutely, and if you're in UNC Charlotte right now, you're thinking, you're obviously, you're a little nervous, but with their style of play, they're gonna be fine. They've got that run and gun style offense, and they're gonna do just fine.
And here we go, another face-off here. Let's see, Collins is starting to come into a groove. I think it might have been a little of a hold. I don't know the call, but Collins now has it.
It's strange. Usually those calls went State's way at the beginning of the game.
Absolutely. Collins now trying to get his hands free. Couldn't get him free. No one. Now Farron's great chase. It looked like no one was back there, but Farron's came out of nowhere. But Collins wanted that shot. Couldn't really get his hands free. Couldn't get a clean shot. So that was great defense in the middle. But you got to think. You got to slide body rather than slide checks. And here we go. 4:35 now on the clock. Ball's being brought up by Seth Bird. I haven't called Bird's name a lot this second half. Bird with a nice spin move. Finds the man inside. Good jump shot there by number 0, Jay Kenny. And flexes around. Now it's 9-8. This is a great game right now. This is exactly how you'd want to start the season if you're a fan. Both teams, though, I think they want to come out more dominant, but this is a great way to start the season.
And you say, come out more dominant, but this is going to show these two teams, the level they're playing right now could be top competitors in their conference just because they're doing so well on both ends of the field, and especially the offensive end this second half.
Oh, miscommunication. Stadden was supposed to go off. Demarest now hands on his hips. He's trying to call him out, but Stadden didn't hear him. Stadden is there now. Yeah, I think that could be something to watch. He's on the near wing near us with number 2, Nathan Lewis. Let's see him get in there. Oh, what are we going to have? Another violation on white. I didn't see much of a violation there, but that's why I'm not in black and white. So, right now, here we go. We have number 14, Mark Altman, more of a defensive midi type. And it's 9-8, 4-10. Miller rolls it over. I believe that is Bird with it. Bird now one-on-one with Stanton. Stanton, great move. This Charlotte team is doing really good, seeing these hot sides come and get it out quick. I believe that ball went out. It's going to go State way. 3:51 on the clock, 9-8 in favor of the Wolfpack, and it's their ball trying to get it out. But you got to think this ride's going to be fierce. Watch the back check there on Reese. Walls had a very rare misplay there by Walls. That ball is being moved up. Now it looks for, here's that counterattack. This is number 11, Brian Miller, but Miller looks a little gassed right now. He's not running as fast as he can. And here you go. 3:15 balls now at X, number 0, Jay Kenny. Now back up top. Got the long stick on number 48. Now you got Ferens. He's got the long stick on him now. That's the matchup you want if you're State. But it looks like Ferens still might run the offense. He got the hot slide. Ferens gets by.
Oh my goodness.
The slide there wasn't there. You got to think he's got to shoot that. Beautiful play there by Wagner. Coming out of the goal. Making that pick. Now getting it to his defense. Now it's 4-on-3 fast break. Fake pass. Gets it there. Walls, another costly error. But back to Walls. A timeout. Are they going to call it? No call on that.
There's got to be a late hit or something. Come on.
I couldn't see who hit him. But you see him. I think that was number 45 Bullard on the hit, but him and Walls just tap each other on the chest, say, hey, it's okay. But that's 2:34 now, 9-8. Blake, now you're Coach Demarest. What are you telling your team?
Okay, I'm thinking you got to milk out as much of the clock as you can. You're up 1. you can use 80 seconds of that 2:30. You got to keep the ball on that side of the field for as long as possible. Maybe set up somebody behind X so that way when you get the shots off, you're able to keep possession. But as you got to do everything in your arsenal to keep the ball on that half of the field. Obviously, their defense hasn't been doing so hot this last quarter. So you got to try and get them encouraged, get them ready, hype. But as long as you keep that ball on that half of the field, the defense isn't going to have to do anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think NC State now with the ball, it's going to be on their side with 2:34, 9-8 in favor of this Wolfpack team. And you have a run-and-gun Charlotte team. So you got to make sure to keep it in your sticks. No turnover here. And no forced shots. You want to take really good shots here if you're going to take a shot.
You want to take good shots, and you want them to be late in the shot clock. You don't want to give a team like Charlotte with the ability to counterattack as quickly as they do. You don't want to give them. Well, you don't really want to give them any time as fast as they've been going, but you want to give them the least amount of time that they can take.
Absolutely, as the teams come back on. This is going to be a great test for Wagner if it does come down to the defensive side. Had Wagner his first game of the season, but his first start, I think, for this PackLax team. And he's been playing very well. He's come up clutch at big moments today. Here we go. Ball's going to start with Kyle Baker for NC State. The ref's got his hand up.
Omaha,
signals.
calling Omaha.
Got Omaha calls. You got to think if the ball's going to be, got to think soon, going to start blacking off, which means you call black, you mark off, you make sure that all adjacent men are covered, so it's just one-on-one. And then if they have the opportunity, it's going to be one-on-one with the goalie if their defensive man gets beat. Now here you go. You got the ball set up. 2:12 on the clock. Good to go left. You got the issue I see with State. They're attacking from so high up when they beat the man. They don't need a slide. Beautiful ice pick. Oh! I don't know what the flag is going to be, but I thought that was a beautifully clean ice pick there by Cole Bullard. And I just would like to see that play I would like to see them let that play through because I think that was clean. It was a beautiful play.
They actually called it on Cole Bullard. I thought it looked very clean as well. That was a sight to see. He had it perfect. He used that frame of his just to get up and over.
That is an impressive play for anyone, but he put a little jump into it. Beautiful ice pick going around, letting him get. He knew he was beat, so he brought it over, brought it in, ice picked it out, but they called the penalty. So it's now 1 minute, 50 seconds. So you don't necessarily have to go all out and mark off now in man down situation because you have. I think it's only a 30-second penalty, but you have to get this ball back. You have to find a way to get it. This
Absolutely.
is a big possession, and if you're NC State, you just can't make turnovers. You don't really need to pass it around as much as maybe just run it around. But obviously, you do want that goal in, but you got to make sure you make good plays. And here you go, coming around now. Looked for the skip, wasn't there. Ball's up, 24 now. 2 moves it around on the side. You got to feed Walls, and there he was. He had it, wasn't there. Ball not cut. Oh, beautiful shot there by Kyle Baker. Burns him top. Off stick high. Beautiful shot. What's beautiful about that is he caught it as he was stepping into it. So he didn't have to catch it, then gather himself to step into it. He caught it while he was stepping in. All he had to do was snap his wrist down. And beautiful shot top right. And you had Nelly a little upset, which I can't blame him. Now scores 10-8. 2-goal lead for NC State with 1:25 left in this game.
You could not have asked for a better possession from State. Choose some time off the clock, get a great shot, and execute on it as well.
Absolutely. NC State looking to shake past Demons. Last year only winning 2 games. Last year not even beating this Charlotte team. But Charlotte, they want to keep their win streak alive against NC State. Ball's down. Now Lewis now with it. You got to think. Quick time here. You got to get shots. Doesn't matter how good they are. And that's who you want to feed. Beautiful play there. Great save by Wagner. Big big save by Wagner there. And that's who you wanted to feed. As number 10, Ferentz.
That's what I was
and
about to
flag
say.
is down. NC State, under a minute, flag down. Right now, you just want to milk it.
Absolutely. You take as much time of the clock off as you can.
Because you're going to get the ball back if you lose it. So don't really risk a shot here. Just make sure you contain it. Here you go, NC State now. Just moving around. Ball's now with Wald. Wald's now, ooh, tough check there by Bullard. Bullard is very aggressive right now, as he should be, but he's been aggressive all game. Oh, another check there. 30 seconds left on the clock. NC State still up by 2. Just moving around. The flag is still down, and you hear Coach Demmer say, "Get high, get high." Here you go. You got number 11, Matherly now. Got 12 seconds left. High fake there by Matherly. Got the slide coming. Tough, no angle shot there by Moss. I think the game was closer. He wouldn't have pulled that, but with 4 seconds left, you can afford to pull it. 10-8 NC State. 3.2 on the clock. And get ready for this left side to erupt in cheers in about 3 seconds now. And watch for the bench of NC State to go flock to Adam Wagner. Wagner had a big day, making sure that last save he had wasn't an easy one. It was not an easy one. He hit basically a sumo squat getting down there with his stick. And here we go. Clock has hit 0. Siren goes off. And here you go. Got celebrations in the back. Everyone's just bumping Wagner.
You got to love that for Wagner. First game of the season, comes out with a win, does very well against a run-and-gun team. It was just an all-around beautiful game there by NC State. You couldn't have asked for a better opening game to the season.
You could not have. This game was really good from the opening whistle. You knew you were in for a really good one.
Absolutely, that is for dang sure. Just going into halftime with 3-3, just as tight as it was all game long. It just doesn't get any better than this. And props to both teams. NC State played well. UNC Charlotte played well. You gotta feel happy for NC State though. Having a rough season last season and opening with a big win like this, it's a huge deal for them.
Absolutely, it's really good to see. NC State, first game of the season, opens up with a home win against the Charlotte team. But what did you see out of this State team, Blake?
Well, I saw a lot of grit and determination. They all stuck together throughout the entire game. A lot of ups and downs throughout the game. They were ahead for the majority of it. They responded very quickly at the beginning of the game, being down. That was the only time they were down, was at the very beginning, being 1-0. Since then, they were able to stay either above or level with Charlotte for the rest of the game. And that just goes to show the team chemistry. They trust one another. They really feed off of each other. They work well together, and they're able to pull out the win.
And this State team looked very exciting. They were struggling in that fourth quarter, but they really turned it on at the end. Especially, I think the big key moment to take away was that man-up play that NC State had. Best one all game came out at a key time. And just moving around. And Blake, if you were to award star of the game, who would you give it to?
I'd have to give it to Jake Walls. I mean, 4 goals, and I'd give it to him based off his celebrations alone. they were hyping me up, hyping everybody up on the sideline. 4 goals though, without him, NC State would have been struggling. I'm sure somebody may have been able to fill a few of those goals, but no one like Jake Walls. You got to give credit to Hank Moss too as well. He had a lot of good positional strategies there down by the goal, and NC State, considering a lot of their goals came off these unplanned plays that Hank Moss just so happened to be there. You got to give credit to him too, but for me, I'd have to say Jake Walls is definitely the player of the game for the Pack.
Absolutely, and I'd like to thank you all for joining us for our first broadcast of the season. We have more to come. Join us next week. I think it is February 3rd. It's the same time as today. Me and Blake will be out here again as NC State takes on Wake Forest. NC State beats Charlotte 10-8. Thank you for joining us.